Greetings, everyone. Well, it's closer look time again here on the Multimedia Chronicles. Today, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most popular, if not the most popular, Disney afternoon cartoons, DuckTales. Yeah. So, DuckTales debuted in 1987, straight into daily syndication with a 65-episode first season, running 5 days a week. It was a massive hit for Disney and led to several more shows featuring classic characters in updated settings and adventures. But we'll talk about some of those in future videos. So we've got quite a bit to cover with these 5 volumes here, so let's get right to it. DuckTales, today on a closer look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. So I remember when I first heard that Disney was going to be getting into weekday afternoon and possibly Saturday morning television, and I was kind of excited about it because growing up, I always considered Disney to be the de facto standard by which all others are judged for animation quality. So when I heard they were going to be doing regular animated series television, I was just like, wow. It's going to be that level of animation quality every single day or every single week on these new shows? Well, no, not really. It's definitely pared down in terms of quality and detail and fluidity from their theatrical stuff. But that said, it was still good old Disney. I mean, the character designs are unmistakably the Disney style. And I had read a lot of the Donald Duck and Uncle Scrooge comics growing up, and that's very much what this series was based on, was characters and situations from those comics. Even the villain characters that occur throughout the series, like Flintheart and the Beagle Boys and all them, are straight out of those classic comics. So there was a lot of familiar elements in here that even I remembered growing up. And for, I guess, a lot of kids at the time, this would have been their introduction to those characters. Then if they went back and checked out some of their parents' old comics, they'd see all these familiar characters in there that they already knew from the cartoon. So it debuted with a 5-part miniseries, which was actually shown initially as a feature-length TV movie to launch the series. It was later split up into 5 parts for the repeats. Oddly, that 5-part miniseries is not included on Volume 1. It's on Volume 2. Otherwise, all the episodes are in their original air date order. So, as I said in the beginning, the show was a massive hit for Disney, so it got 3 more shorter seasons, bringing the total number of episodes up to 100. Nice, even 100 episodes for the whole run. And in between seasons 3 and 4, they released DuckTales Treasure of the Lost Lamp into theaters. Yes, so it got a theatrical release, which is pretty cool. Sadly, no Blu-ray of the movie as of this video. Yeah. And also, I should mention, all of these DVDs here, volumes 1 through 3, came out in 2007, and it was literally 11 years before we got the final batch of episodes with volume 4. And sadly, only released as a Disney Movie Club exclusive. You can't get that in stores. You can get the other 3 volumes. They've been re-released a bajillion times over the years. But for Volume 4, you need to be a member of Disney Movie Club. We're actually kind of lucky that they put this out when they did, because it was shortly before Disney Plus launched. Well, I guess a couple years before Disney Plus launched. And now, since the launch of Disney Plus, it's looking pretty uncertain whether any of the Disney afternoon stuff will ever get completed on DVD. They seem content to just leave it on the streaming service and call it a day. Yeah, so all the shows are on Disney Plus. You can watch them there. But if you're a collector like me, you want them on your shelf in your Disney section. So, yeah. At least we got DuckTales, so that's something. And some of the other shows that were in limbo for a long time also got completed through Disney Movie Club releases. But again, we'll talk about those in some other videos. Now, for a long time, while we were waiting for Volume 4 to come out, we just got doled out a handful of episodes from the final batch of episodes we were waiting to get a release. Specifically on this, which is a single disc DVD release of the pilot episode from the 2015 Reboot Series, which is fantastic, by the way. What a great Reboot Series. Not only is it true to the old show, but it also borrows the look of the old comics, which is a really cool mix of styles. Considering the cartoon was heavily inspired by the old comics, so then we have the reboot of the cartoon, which then brings that full circle by using similar character designs to what we saw in the old comics. So kind of neat that that they have those connections. So anyway, this DVD of the pilot episode had a couple episodes that would later be released on Volume 4. And then we got a second volume of 6 episodes from the Reboot Series, which had 2 more unreleased episodes of the original. So a lot of us were wondering, like, well, that's great and all to get at least a few of those episodes, but can we please just get Volume 4 and finish the series? Well, finally we did, and we got it. Now, that said, the Reboot Series is in limbo as far as further DVD releases. We only have those 2 single disc releases, and that's it. So we got the pilot, the 44-minute pilot, and 6 individual episodes, leaving the remaining episodes unreleased. So they did 69 episodes total of the Reboot Series, in case you were wondering. Anyway, we got quite a lot of stuff to take a look at this time around. So let's head on down to the black table and take a closer look at the DVD collection, the complete DVD collection of Disney's DuckTales. Okay, so here we have Volume 1 of DuckTales, containing 27 episodes. Now, strangely, this does not include the pilot miniseries. It just jumps right into the series proper, but we'll talk about that in a moment here. So first up, just take a look at the packaging here. So this is fairly standard packaging for, early to mid 2000s DVD sets. We basically have a slip box with 3 slim cases in it. So we'll just slide these out. These are really nice sets, and there have been some re-releases over the years that actually minimize the packaging quite a bit, but I actually like these older releases that have the individual slim cases because you get way more package art. Yeah, it takes up a little bit more space on your shelf, but it just looks so nice, and they really go all out with the disc art and everything on here. So nice little list of all of the episodes there, so about 3 hours worth of episodes. No interior art, alas, but that's okay. Very nice, colorful disc art. Very, very nice set. So I watched this kind of on and off when it was originally on. I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of the Disney afternoon stuff when it was originally on. Basically, it was a little bit after my time. Like, if I had been a little bit younger, I'm sure I would have been all over this stuff. Honestly, a lot of these shows I've come to enjoy later, and just kind of gained an appreciation for later in life, and I actually really enjoy all of them now. I think they're just a lot of fun, just good, wholesome, fun adventures with some, fun humor and whatnot. It's just good stuff. And of course, DuckTales has that theme song that just gets stuck in your head for the rest of your life. From the moment you first hear it, it just never, ever goes away. But that's okay. It's a good theme song, so can't complain too much. So let's see here. So I don't know that there's much in the way of extras on here. Nope. It is bare bones. It is just the episodes and nothing else. Okay. Well, that's okay, because the main thing is just to have the show, right? And I gotta say, I do really like these sets. I think they did a beautiful job of them. I like how each disc is in its own case with its own unique art on the case and on the disc. It's just really, really nice job on these. Then we have Volume 2 which includes the pilot, which is, I guess, the first 5 episodes, plus an additional 19 regular episodes. So finally, we get the pilot story, so we can see how it all began. Yeah, I don't know why they held that over to Volume 2. That just seems really strange to me. I mean, why not start from the beginning? What a concept. But anyway, what can you do? So let's take a look-see here. Okay, so here's the first case for Volume 2. Very nice. I love that they have individual, unique disc art for each of the cases here, or I guess case art and disc art. Ooh, look at that. Now it's a little bit shiny. Look at that. Very nice. The other was just solid color, but this one actually has some see-through portions, so it's a little bit shiny. Very nice. And looking on the back here, it actually is, as I thought, it's a 5-part premiere miniseries, Treasure of the Golden Suns. And there you go. So we have a total of 24 episodes on here, including the 5-part pilot story. So obviously, if you're going to have the set, you probably want to start with that, because it kind of sets up the whole series. And then off you go for lots more adventures. And there we go. Yeah, this is kind of a fun series. I mean, I kind of think of this as like Indiana Jones with ducks. And I think that's probably part of the appeal, is it has that sense of high adventure and fun that the Indiana Jones movies and those types of movies have. And but it has these wonderful duck characters who, of course, everybody and their dog has grown up with. I mean, I used to read the Scrooge McDuck comics all the time when I was a kid, and some of the Donald Duck comics. Then, of course, knew them all from the cartoons and whatnot. That wonderful version of A Christmas Carol that has Scrooge McDuck as, surprise, surprise, Scrooge. Yeah, great stuff. Just wonderful, endearing characters that continue to this day. Now, before anyone asks, because I know someone's going to ask, I have seen some of the recent series that they did, and I got to say, I love it. I think they did a fantastic job of that show. David Tennant was a great choice for Scrooge McDuck. I actually really liked the sort of revised art style, which was like new but retro. It was kind of reminiscent of the old comics and whatnot. Just a really, really cool update to the show that at the same time retained the flavor and sense of adventure and fun of the original series. It was great stuff. So here we have an additional 24 episodes. And for a very long time, this was where the DuckTales collection ended, much to everyone's dismay. Now, there was, of course, 100 episodes of DuckTales. Yes, a nice even 100 episodes. And so that left 25 episodes remaining to have the rest of DuckTales on DVD. But for the longest time, there was no end in sight to the collection. So we were left 25 episodes shy of the complete series. Kind of frustrating when you get so many of them in the first 3 sets and then they just stop. Well, there is light at the end of the tunnel. We'll get to that in just a moment here. So here we have disc 2. Yeah, I love the unique artwork for all of these cases. It's just great. And always relating to the episodes that are on the disc, too. There's a lot of thought and care went into the design of these sets. It's very, very nice. And again, kind of shiny. It's kind of cool. I don't know. As cool as the shiny style cover is, I kind of prefer just the solid art that the first volume had. But, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And then we got disc 3. Very nice. And there we go. So basically just duplicating the cover art in shiny form for the disc. It's quite nice. Just slide these back in. So I should mention, since I mentioned the new series, we got a couple of volumes of the new series, just before we continue here. So first off, we had this, which was just a single disc release that had the 44-minute, well, 1 hour with commercials, pilot episode for the new series. Now, I remember Disney put this out on YouTube as well, so you could see it all over the place. They were really pushing this when it came out. And I watched it when it first came out. I thought it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it a lot. I thought, as I said, I thought it was a terrific update. So then, after that, well, I guess around the same time, they put out this, which was another single disc release of 6 more episodes of the series. And then as a bonus, they had 2 never before released on DVD episodes of the original series. So a lot of fans were like, is this all we're getting of those last 25 episodes? Just 2 random episodes as a bonus on a DVD of the new show? Like, where's the rest of it? Come on! So I guess that sold fairly well, because not long after, as a Disney Movie Club exclusive, they finally released Volume 4. Hallelujah! We have all 100 episodes now, so there you go. 3-disc set, all 25 episodes, including the 2 that were on the bonus section of the new series disc. So that's that. Very slim casing. Now, this is kind of like what the re-releases of DuckTales have been like, where it's all consolidated down to a single Keepcase. Open it up, and you just have not much in the way of disc art, but that's kind of how Disney Movie Club does things. Yeah, but the important thing is this is all the remaining episodes, so this does complete the series. Now, sadly, unlike some of the other Disney Afternoon titles that were completed in the Disney Movie Club, this volume has yet to get a wide release. As of this recording, it's still only available through Disney Movie Club. Now, there are some third-party sellers on Amazon that do offer it for, $40-50. More than you would pay through Disney Movie Club, but at least if you're not a member, you have an option to get it to complete your set. So, yeah, there have been some other shows that they've initially completed through Disney Movie Club and then done wide releases of, such as Tailspin and Gargoyles. So one hopes that eventually they will release this set in wide form as well. If not, at least you know it's out there and there are options to get it. Maybe you have someone in the Disney Movie Club who can get it for you and you can just pay him back or something. I don't know, whatever. That's your life. You sort that out. The important thing is Volume 4 is available in some form so we can finally complete our sets. Last but most certainly not least, we of course can't talk about DuckTales without talking about the movie. Now, this one is full-on Indiana Jones with ducks. But DuckTales the movie, Treasure of the Lost Lamp. This is, of course, the Disney Movie Club release. This is how it was initially released on DVD. Alas, we still have no Blu-ray release of this. It would be really nice to get this on Blu-ray. But we open it up. Oh, hey, actually, yeah, slightly more colorful artwork this time. More like the season sets. In fact, I think this came out on DVD before they released Volume 4. So it's like, okay, we got Volumes 1 through 3 and the movie. Where's Volume 4? We eventually got Volume 4, of course. Now, good news is here, if you didn't get the Disney Movie Club version, it did get a wide release. So, yeah, you can find this fairly cheap online. Yeah, it's quite easy to get. So you can get the movie. And a different cover, too, you may notice, too. So if I just put this one here, and then put the other one here, yeah, there you go, different cover art. That's actually quite common, I noticed, for releases that initially came out through Disney Movie Club and then got wide releases. They'll do completely different cover art. So, kind of cool. I kind of like this one, though. It's very, very Indiana Jones. I like that. Even the title. Boom! And there it is, the complete series of DuckTales and the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. Wooo-oo. Yeah, that was terrible. And there you go. So I'm sure you'll agree, a pretty nice collection. And once again, I do always lean towards these original releases because you just get so much more package art with it. They do take up a little bit more space on the shelf than the slimmer case re-releases. But I don't know. I don't mind that too much just because the packaging's so lovely, very nice sets to look at. So, as always, if you'd like to add any of these to your collection, I will include Amazon links in the description down below. Big thanks to those of you who use my Amazon links, because I do get a little kickback every time you use those. It doesn't cost you any more, but it does help to support the show, and I really appreciate that a lot for those of you who use my links, so thank you very much. Alrighty, well, that is it from me to you for now. Hope you enjoyed. Big thanks to you for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors. Don't forget to catch me on Twitch. I stream just about every day, and I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara.